This is the hardest climbing gym in the world. Japan is home to the best climbers in the world. It has produced countless World Cup medalists and has been dominating the competition climbing scene for years. Amongst the 600 climbing gyms across Japan, one climbing gym in the heart of Tokyo stands special against all. World-class climbers would fly across the world just to train here. It's the gym with the reputation of the hardest climbing gym in the world. PUMP Ogikubo.
Come on.
My name's Jonathan, and with my friend Ben, we're going to find out why. Having traveled all the way from Hong Kong, Ben and I couldn't wait anymore to start climbing. In an attempt to fully try out the Japanese climbing experience, we just started climbing. All the climbs have assigned grades, which indicate the level of difficulty. In Japanese gyms, there's a special grading system consisting of Q grades and down grades. The Q grades, starting from 8Q, gets harder as the number goes down, all the way until 1Q, then switches to the down grades. Starting from 1D, then finishes up at 3D, which is the hardest in the gym. One of the lovely staff members, Uzi, showed us the grade conversion rate which they use. I'll be using that as a reference throughout the video. As we're going through the lower grades to warm up, a few things stood out right away. All the walls are non-textured, but there are a lot of options for feet. You can warm up all the different body positions, and the difficulty of the climbs are very consistent throughout. There wouldn't be one move that's suddenly too hard for the grade or anything like that. The easier grades look quite comfy. I'm like, very flowy, nothing too hard. Seems okay. I don't want to jinx it. But then the supposedly easy warm-up climbs quickly became quite complex. It seemed like there are a lot of moves and subtleties to learn, even if the physical requirement for the climb isn't very high. Not only that, the route setters do not hesitate using the newest holds for the easy climbs at all. I felt like they cared just as much about the easy climbs as they do for the harder ones. I think red tape, a bit more technical, gotta be very careful with the holds, and like it starts getting a little bit challenging. You can really show the route setting.
That first one looks yummy. Man is finding it a little tricky now.
Yeah, that was definitely challenging.
First fall. Our first fall of the day.
That's really interesting. Every move feels like stressful. Like I was never secure on like any of the holds. Okay, that was so much harder. Like all of a sudden, like you gotta be so careful with the foot. You saw like my foot was like slip in the middle. I just wasn't like paying attention. Like footwork is everything. Like the hold is so bad. If you don't sit on the foot properly, you aren't gonna do it. In addition, the moves were already quite complex. And actually it takes quite a second to figure the method out. Press fall. I think it's been like years since I fell on FIFA. That's amazing. That's so hard. Should I go both hands? Left hand, both hands. Go both hands.
Wait, what do you think about the difficulty of that move?
I gotta really go into the wall and like stay really close and tight. But then if I pull too hard, I'm going to the hole too fast, and then toe hook is almost like dragging me down. Like the timing of it is so important. Like the holds are good, like the sliding holds are like jugs, but then just because they put the foothold size further up, it's like just a bit uncomfortable. Otherwise it will be like very easy. But then by making sliding comfortable, you're in a smaller box. All the moves will slide harder and therefore harder to execute.
Nice.
Oh, I hit the hold and everything. Oh god, it's not over after that.
Been at it already, had my tarot read. Things are looking up for me, that's what my tarot said. Been pumping out pheromones and wearing red. Young Jerry Lolliver King, but they're not over, that's what they stole from me. Blow it all bowling, guess I roll funny. Go find me a snow bunny. Ask if this whole world's making the nose runny. She knows it. I went on pitch it, I sell it. Couldn't picture me jealous, turning fans into zealots. Tuning in when I tell
Ale, come on, yes.
there were 15 people at the gig saying, oh my god, what's funny? Did it all, did it right, did it big. Yeah, buddy, we were loving it.
Ale, come on. Yes. Nice, come on.
King of Cups, he comes up right. Always, all days, all nights, sing do.
I've never missed a foothold so many times.
Comes up right. Always, all days, all nights, sing do I, do I, do I.
Yes. Ale, come on, you got it. Ale, nice, come on.
Highly gifted, my jacket's thrifted.
Good,
Watch me
come
get
on,
a
dude.
pattern shifted, just acting different.
Ale, fight.
Catalytic. That's why they love the jacket style like it's on a Civic. I will never pull the strings like an older.
Still really hard. But I like how once you learn the move is like really repeatable. Like it doesn't take a lot of physical effort out of you. Oh, dang it. We're gonna try the comp one now.
Sound, hoodie season, back around, no more summer bounce, little squeeze out, see the indoors when we're throwing down, oversized jumping with our underwear out. I'm on the sound, hoodie season, back around, no more summer bounce, little squeeze out, see the indoors when we're throwing down.
Alright, that flowed really nice. I think I tried a bit too hard, I squeezed everything really hard. That was amazing.
It's easy. Easy, man.
First time, I'm proud of myself, it's decisions. Couple people did me dirty, but I'm clean. Ain't even mad proof, karma is a B. We all do bad things, when it comes back, it bites hard. I'm on the sound, hoodie season, back around, no more summer.
Easy. It's easy.
We're throwing down, oversized jumping with our underwear out. I'm on the sound, hoodie season, back around, no more summer bounce, little squeeze out, see the indoors when we're throwing down, oversized jumping with our underwear out. The heat's coming from my fires, I'd fire to my words. We're the worst every time, yeah, that we roll. So you know how it goes.
Holds are pretty good. You have to stay pretty tight as soon as you get them. Like you want to tense up and make sure that you don't like relax the shoulders or the back. And as soon as you keep it tight, you want to get your foot onto the wall as fast as you can.
Next, we moved up a grade further on to the light blue tapes. Ben and I really like dynamic climbs. Like, we do them all the time. But then this green one on the slab was very tricky. The handholds were relatively good, but then with the footholds being placed in a weird angle, unless you land in perfect position with the right timing, you just spin off. You can't just launch yourself into the next position either. You gotta land softly and make sure that the left foot is generating momentum into the wall and not just sideways.
So close. I think my right foot needs it.
It is as much as a delicate climb as it is a powerful one. You had it.
So close. Really close. My foot just slipped a little bit. I think if I kept my foot on, I would have been good.
And even after you stick the next move, right away there's a scary slab section. It requires so much attention that I don't think I was breathing at all.
Thank you.
Normally, after climbing some V3s or 4s, Ben and I would continue to go up the grades, but given that the previous climb just completely kicked our asses, we just tried another climb of the same grade. I think these are moves you can never try normally, just because there's no space to like stay close to the wall that often in like Hong Kong gyms or like most gyms really. So it's like amazing that we can try this. Everything's like so slow and technical.
Nice. Come on.
I think that's like a typical thing with like Japanese gyms. All the whole footholds are like really bad, so you gotta be perfect with your footwork. Otherwise, it just won't work. That's how bad the foothold is. It's horrendous.
Nice.
I got that. So I think dropping the left foot is better because the left foot was pushing me off the wall. Like I kind of want right foot go like opposition with like the two hands, so that I can stay really stable on the shoulder. The left foot was like pushing me off the wall and like making the left hand less stable before. Now like drop left foot, come in first, and now I can go. We're learning.
Nice. Come on. Ale. Nice.
Oh, I tried really hard there. I'm like the stomp, and like they come in. I think I used a screw hole as well, but that's okay. You know, learning from the best pump climbers. You saw the screw holes in that. The route setting overall was honestly amazing. The setters tried the best to fill up the walls with plenty of climbs with a great variety of styles. There were much less jumps and coordination than I expected, but each climb is packed with intricate and delicate moves for the respective grade. I think when it's like actually physical, it gets really hard. Really good separation between like powerful boulders and normal boulders. In B pump, once you think you have figured out one crux, another is right in your face to spit you off the wall. making the process of figuring out climb to be extremely rewarding.
Catching it, I'm just weak.
I often find the Japanese climbing style to be very flowy and effortless. Of course, that comes with years of experience and the fact that these climbers are just wicked strong. But I actually think the route setting plays a massive part into this. The holds in the gym are just so very slippery, no matter if it's footholds or handholds.
Like, I try as much as I can to squeeze, but they've set it in a way that like doesn't matter how hard you squeeze. If you don't do it right, not gonna get it.
I found myself only going for holds a lot of times, but not body positions. The setters have put the holds in such a way that having your hands or feet touch the next hold is just not enough. You must commit fully into the next body position with the right timing. It changes the way of approaching a move completely.
That felt so hard. Oh god.
Now it's time to address the question I'm sure most of you are wondering. How hard is this gym? The simple answer? Insanely hard! I'm from Hong Kong, where the grading is generally a grade or two stiffer than the grades of European countries such as France and the UK. For comparison, this is me climbing a V7 in the chain climbing gym in France. Here's me climbing a V8 at a chain climbing gym in the UK. And here is me falling on a V4 at PUMP OGIKUBO. The difficulty at PUMP is just on another planet. I'm inclined to say that the grading here is at least 3, if not 4 grades harder than UK climbing gyms.
What?
I was trying extremely hard and had to be so intentional with my climbing around the grade of 2Q, which is around V4 to 5. Hell, I was already struggling and fell off a bunch around 4Q, which is about V2 to 3. So, why are climbs so much harder in PUMP? Well, the standard here in Japan is just so high. A common character trait of the Japanese is the strive for perfection. A video made by one of my favorite YouTubers, Outtakes, detailed in the video on the Japanese climbing style, the Japanese ideology of Kaizen. Continuous improvement no matter what you do. This was very apparent to me when climbing in PUMP. Yes, this kind of complex movements might be advanced in other countries, but in Japan, and especially PUMP OGIKUBO, where the best climbers in the world have chosen to train in, these are very much basics. In fact, the very grading system itself is a demonstration of the Japanese mindset of constant improvement. If you take another look of the grading chart, you would notice that the grades change from a decreasing scale to an increasing one at the point of Shodan, 1D, which equates to around V7. According to an article by UKC, Shodan signifies the first step to serious climbing. That's right, you're considered to have taken the craft of climbing seriously only when you have reached Shodan.
Like, I try as much as I can to squeeze, but they've set it in a way that like doesn't matter how hard you squeeze. If you don't do it right, not gonna get it.
We often hear that grades do not matter, but of course they do. There's a reason why the first line on most climbing social media posts is the grade. I do the same thing myself. But it seems to me that the grading system loses meaning when it simply becomes a tool to satisfy the ego. I think grades in PUMP are so hard because they matter. I think the Japanese climbers care more about the grading than anyone else. Achieving a new grade actually means a lot, because when you break into a new grade in Japan, it signifies that you have truly progressed as a climber. And that's especially true in PUMP OGIKUBO. In fact, during the time that the climbs are on the wall, the hardest climbs in the gym, labeled by the mystical black tape, according to the gym's conversion rate, it means V10, will have less than a handful of cents. Mind you, the climbers who are trying these are winning World Cups, capable of flashing V14 outdoors, and oftentimes it will take them months to do these climbs in PUMP. Yoshiki Ogata, who is a 2-time consecutive World Cup overalls winner, makes it no secret that black tapes take him hundreds of attempts to do. Of course, there are gyms around the world which are also considered to be world class, which has incredible hard climbs in them. But more often than not, the world class climbers are training on the spray wall, making up their own problems, or in isolated sections of the gym which are separated for national team training. With that, it's no wonder why the standard of climbing in PUMP Ogikubo is so high. An average climber in PUMP gets to climb right next to the best climbers in the world all the time. This environment creates a unique culture where the average climbers are encouraged to constantly improve and catch up to the very best.
Come on, God. Oh my god, the squeeze on that. Oh.
If the best climbers in the world are falling off their projects just as often as you are on yours, what excuse do you have to give up? Here's me trying to climb, which I saw Max the Future, a World Cup silver medalist, doing while he was in PUMP. I didn't do the climb, but the fact that I get to test myself on the very same boulders is simply amazing.
This thing was so big, it's like ridiculous.
And here is me trying the World Cup Finals replica problem from Hachioji. It has a move that I've never tried in my life, and it was an incredible learning experience. The availability of climbs and inspirations right next to you encourages the climber to improve not only physically, but mentally as well. So that was my first experience climbing in the hardest climbing gym in the world, PUMP Ogikubo. I fell off a lot, and I really must emphasize a lot, but that's okay. It was one of the best climbing experiences I've ever had, and it helped me understand why the Japanese climbers are just so good. I learned so much, not only in terms of climbing movements, but most importantly, the mindset. Never give up and constantly strive to be better. In the next episode of this Japanese climbing series, I visit another amazing climbing gym which tons of world-class athletes train in as well, Mabu. But instead of just climbing, I followed the route setters for 2 days to experience the process of creating climbs which help push the Japanese climbers to the top. I'm very excited and can't wait to show you the video. So please subscribe and not to miss out on the upcoming videos, and I will catch you on the next one.